Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Boston College Eagles. And the Cavaliers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Boston College's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So Virginia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on it.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got a man. It's Leonard. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. They'll ride the hot hand. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's a draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Golden Eagles started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick strike complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
It just keeps moving. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? This should be the last play of the quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw again. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Golden Eagles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. The give from the gun. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for room, it's Vasquez. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay
Oh, he's got some space.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, what a caught! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And now they've moved into the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Here's a hit. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. It's complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Throwing on the run. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, and throwing that strike.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Here's a quick throw after the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Cavaliers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Give to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Hit as he throws. Picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Knocked off his feet. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. The run from the shotgun. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? He'll ride his man on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This Boston College offense has it working. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And they swarm him under.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call. blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Vasquez. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Slips one guy, now going airborne. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Caught in the backfield, it's Leonard. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to throw it. He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The handoff keeps working on that clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Eagles! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Unloads to the right, and they can't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all...
There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.